guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige and this is my open book. In today's video we're doing our April TBR, so grab a drink and grab a snack and let's get into it. We've got our trusty TBR jar coming back for this video. I am running low, so I did a count and I have exactly 16 prompts in here, which means we have enough for April and May, and then I'll have to refresh the jar. So if you have any ideas for TBR jar prompts, leave it in the comments down below. I'm gonna try to remember to say that on every video between now and the end of May. That way by then I'll have plenty of ideas to make a new TBR jar. So hit me with some good ones, hit me with some hard ones. Let's see what the jar has in store. I do already know my book club pick with Katie. If you're new, I have a book club with my friend Katie Reads on YouTube, and it's called the Thrilling Romance Book Club because we alternate between thrillers and romances because those are our two favorite genres. Our April episode is going to be on Katie's channel, so I will leave that linked down below. You should definitely be subscribed to her already because she's the best. But definitely subscribe so that you can be there for our live show in April while we read Ward D by Frida McFadden. We needed just like a punchy, fast-paced thriller that is hopefully gonna just like give us a big shock or just like totally, you know, keep us guessing throughout. So we decided to go with Miss Frida McFadden. Is her writing the most like profound? No. But she delivers what she promises, and right now that's really just all we're craving. I'm pretty sure this is less than 300 pages, so it's super quick read. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and to give you a bit of the plot, I don't know too much about it, but I know that the female main character is a medical student of some kind, and she's kind of dreading the shift where she has to be in the psych ward, which, like, for obvious reasons, but also the summary also kind of hints that there's something in her past that makes her like extra wary of this psych ward for some reason that we don't really know. And obviously she has the night shift in the psych ward, things start happening. I think she gets trapped in there for the night or something. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. So our live show is gonna be the last Thursday of the month. Let me see what date that is. April 24th on Katie's channel at 7 p.m. Eastern. So please feel free to join us. So I know that is definitely gonna be on my April TBR, but let's see what else the jar is gonna make me read. All right, I'm gonna pick 8 prompts to give myself options. Don't hold me to it. I'm still a mood reader. It's fine. I make the rules around here. All right, prompt number 1, a one-word title. Okay, I have Foxglove. Is that the only one? Hold on. Oh, I have Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I have Unromance. Okay, we've got some options. And I even have some on the back now. Don't judge me if you watch my book haul video. I don't want to talk about it. I also have Tilt, but isn't that technically a series with like a bunch of books in it? I don't think I have time for that. Oh, I've got Legendborn down here. Oh my god, I have way too many books. I can't even see them all. Let's just narrow it down. So I could do Foxglove. That would be finishing, well, not finishing a series because this is only book 2 in a series, but I will be making progress in my series challenge that I'm trying to do. I feel like that would be the most responsible choice because all the other ones would be like starting something new. Unromance is a standalone, so like that wouldn't be as bad. But if I picked like Unsteady by Peyton Corinne, that's a series. If I picked Legendborn, that's a series. I hate when something like this happens at the beginning because what if the rest of my TBR ends up being like super romance heavy and then I'll wish that I picked a fantasy? Or what if it ends up being like more on the darker side and I need something fluffy to break it up? You know what I mean? Okay, which book is calling to me? I feel like I'm just gonna go with Foxglove. I'm gonna be responsible and we're gonna make progress in a series instead of picking a standalone. So that's what we're gonna pick for one-word title. Not too shabby. I'm pretty sure this is like the 3rd time I put this on my TBR though, so hopefully 3rd time's the charm. Number 2. Oh shit. Over 500 pages. All right. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. I actually don't have that many books that are super long on my TBR, so I might have to just go to my, oh wait, I'm missing a very obvious one. You almost can't even see it. See this book right here? This is a chonker. This is the next book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood. So again, I'd be making progress in a series, which is great. And this is Like, yeah, over 700 pages. We're doing it. We're doing it. I really do want to continue the series. It's not like it's, you know, a huge burden, but seeing this book definitely makes me want to, like, you know, put it to the side for a bit. But it'll be fine. The book club pick is really short. Foxglove isn't that long, and it's a YA, so I feel like that'll be an easy read. So I'm not too upset. I'm not too upset. There is a group of the vampires called the Black Dagger Brotherhood, and they are the warriors that are set to protect the race from the vampire hunters or slayers, this other society that is trying to eradicate the entire vampire race. So that's what this is about. And there is a romance kind of subplot in each book, but as the books go on, the romances definitely take a back seat, and it's really more about like the world building. There's a lot going on, lots of layers, but it is great. It really is great. Don't let the date that this was published fool you. It definitely stands the test of time. Number 3, let's pick like a fluffy romance maybe, huh? Something short. An adaptation. Does that mean it has to be something that's like a TV show or a movie? I'm the one who made these prompts, and I don't even know how to answer my own question. Do I even have anything that is a TV show or a movie? I don't think I do. I see something, but I'm kind of trying to avoid it, so let's see if I can find something else. I mean, I've got the Emily Henry People Who Meet on Vacation. I know that's being turned into something. Oh my god. Am I really gonna do this? I fear I'm gonna have to. I could cheat because I'm filming this on March 23rd, and I was planning on reading the new Suzanne Collins book, Sunrise on the Reaping, from the Hunger Games series. I could read that, but I'm kind of hoping that I'll read that in March because I literally just picked it up. It was gonna be the next book that I read. So I could finish that before April comes, but I fear my backup is gonna have to be something pretty heavy. I went to a local bookstore and I picked up some banned books, you know, just in case. And I picked up The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. So I fear this is the only adaptation on my shelf right now. I could pick People Who Meet on Vacation, but I've tried to read that multiple times and I just can't get into it. I could pick up the Sookie Stackhouse series because that got turned into the TV show True Blood, but I don't want to start a new long series like that. Like, what's the point, you know? What's the point? Well, I guess I can also ask myself, what's the point of buying all these banned books if I'm not going to read them, right? So we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. We're going to go with The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Now I'm regretting not picking a romance with that first prompt because now I'm scared I'm not going to be able to pick a romance for anything else. Okay. Fine, everything's fine. Okay, number 4. We're just gonna go with it. It's fine. Shut up! I'm so annoyed right now. This jar is out to get me today. I don't know what to say. It says start a new series. Are you joking? I can't. Alright. 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 I have lots of options for this because while I definitely shouldn't be starting a new series, I certainly bought a lot of new books that are the first book in a series. So we need something light and fluffy. We're gonna stick to the romance stuff. Okay, start a new series. Okay, we're gonna go with things that only have like 2 books. So like, for example, I have Out on a Limb and Out of the Woods. This is technically a series. Okay, so I could go with that. Or similarly, I could go with Unsteady by Peyton Corinne because there's only 2 books out right now. Or I could go with Paisley Hope's cowboy series. What is this called? Silver Pines. I think there's only 2 books out right now, so I could start with Holding the Reins. That'll kind of give me something a little bit fluffier. I'm kind of leaning more towards the cowboy, or I can't do this apparently. The cowboy or the Hannah Bottom Young. Okay, we're gonna go with Holding the Reins. You can never go wrong with the cowboy romance, okay? I feel like that's the perfect thing I need to break up the darkness I've got going on already. So this is by Paisley Hope. She wrote the 2nd book in the Sky Ridge Hot Shots series with the firefighters, and Paisley Hope was definitely my favorite author. Like, I liked her writing style the most out of that series, so I'm excited to read more from her. So, okay, we finally got a little bit of a reprieve. Even though I'm starting a new series, it's not my fault. The jar told me to. Okay, let's go with number 5. Oh, Lord. Okay, a genre you don't normally read. All right, well, Handmaid's Tale should count for that, but I fear it does not. You know what? You know what? We're gonna go with this. I picked this up recently from a used bookstore. This is a nonfiction book. It's a memoir. So if you don't know the story of Malala, I highly recommend getting her book that she wrote. It's kind of like her autobiography. She grew up in terrible circumstances. She wasn't allowed to go to school. In her community, there was a group of women and children who were trying to get their education in spite of that. And unfortunately, she was the victim of a terrorist attack. Had to be flown to Europe to get surgery. It was very, very tragic, but now she speaks out about her experience and how important it is for women to be allowed to get education no matter where they live. In that book, her dad is definitely a main character in her story. He supported her no matter what, and when I saw that he had his own memoir, I definitely picked this up immediately. He is a Pakistani diplomat, educator, educational activist, and human rights campaigner. He's the father of Nobel laureate Malala. He's the co-founder of and serves as the chairman of the board for the Malala Fund. And he also serves as the United Nations Special Advisor on Global Education and as the educational attaché to the Pakistani consulate in the UK. So I can't wait to hear his point of view of their story, because hearing Malala's point of view was incredible. I listened to her book as an audiobook back in college. It's literally life-changing. I feel like everyone should listen to it, but especially if you are a woman, 100%. So, well, this isn't exactly light and fluffy. It is on the shorter side. It's only like 160 pages, and I think it'll still have like an uplifting message, which I think will be good amidst the darker stuff on my TBR. And I don't really read nonfiction that much anymore. I did read one nonfiction book last month, and it kind of like, you know, sparked that back. I used to read exclusively nonfiction back in college, so I think this would be good for me. Number 6, same title as a book you've already read. What the heck? Okay, that's gonna be really hard. Why did I give myself this? I really don't know what I was thinking with this one. Oh, I see one. But then I'd be starting another series, you guys. Oh my gosh. Why do I do this to myself? I could do Powerless by Lauren Roberts, because I read Powerless by Elsie Silver. That's the same title. So I could read that. It's a YA fantasy. I'm not gonna get it right now because it's like buried under a bunch of books over on my other shelf. Let me look behind me. Let me make sure there isn't anything else that I could go with here. I could also do, if I wanted something on my Kindle, hear me out, so that I'm not starting a new series. I read Forget Me Not by Julie Soto, and I know that QB Tyler also has a book called Forget Me Not. Let me see if that's on Kindle Unlimited. That is on Kindle Unlimited, and it's free on Audible Plus. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go with Forget Me Not by QB Tyler, because I don't want to start a new series with Powerless. Plus it's another fantasy, which I feel like I need some more romance, okay? And I know that in Forget Me Not, I think it's a marriage that kind of in shambles, because I think she finds out that he cheated on her, but then he gets in an accident and he doesn't remember anything. So he thinks that they're still married. He doesn't know that he cheated, and it's a whole thing. QB Tyler is known for her kind of more taboo romances, and this one has been on my radar for a long time. It's been on my TBR for quite a while. I do like the amnesia trope sometimes in books, so we'll see if this is one that I will enjoy. But I've heard good things about this one, so we'll go with that. Forget Me Not by QB Tyler. And plus, I am gonna need a Kindle read. Let's be real. Let's be real. Okay, number 7. Oh shit. This jar is coming for me, y'all. All right, we got a book by Colleen Hoover. God. Okay. The only physical book by Colleen Hoover that I haven't read yet is Layla. And that one is kind of more like thriller-y, if I'm not mistaken. But I do know that she has a couple on Kindle Unlimited. And I'm picturing the one with the guitar on the cover. Maybe someday. That one has been recommended to me a lot. Oh, it's not on Kindle Unlimited anymore? Okay, let's see if she has any books on Kindle Unlimited. Oh, I could do Reminders of Him. That's on Kindle Unlimited. And I could also listen to it for free. So that could be an option. What is Reminders of Him about again? A troubled young mother yearns for a shot at redemption. Oh yeah, this is the one about the woman who gets out of prison and then she's trying to like rebuild her life with as a single mom. She has a 4-year-old daughter. After serving 5 years in prison, she returns to the town where it went all wrong. I think I'm just gonna go with that one. So that'll give me an audiobook option, another Kindle option to kind of break it up a little bit. All right, this is our last prompt, everybody. We got a water setting. Okay, this is more summer coded, but sure, let's go with it. At least we have some sunny weather going on in spring, and I didn't get this like in fall or winter. I'm gonna have to dig for this one. BRB. Yeah, this is a hard one. You can tell we're getting to like, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel in this TBR jar, okay? Okay, I do have a couple of options that are going to be Kindle picks. I know. I could do The Touch of a Villain by Holly Renee, which is about a swim team, I want to say. I don't know if it's high school or college, but it's giving me like Deep End vibes by Ali Hazelwood, and I did really enjoy that. And I'm pretty sure this guy's on the swim team or something like that, so I could technically go with that one. Or I could go with Ocean of Sin and Starlight by Karina Halley, part of the Nightwind series. So the first book was called A Ship of Bones and Teeth, and that was one of my favorite books by Karina Halley. It's a Little Mermaid in like Pirates of the Caribbean, dark romance, fantasy retelling situation. And I haven't read the second book yet, Ocean of Sin and Starlight, so I could also pick up that one. Let me make sure. They're both on Kindle Unlimited. I feel like it depends on if I want an audiobook or not, because the Holly Renee is also free on Audible, and I know I can also get it on Hoopla too, whereas Ocean of Sin and Starlight would have to be a Kindle read for sure, because I don't think that one has an audiobook yet. I feel like I should just go with the Holly Renee, the one about the high school swim team, because I don't really have that much romance going on. What were my ebook picks again? The Colleen Hoover. Oh, and I have Forget Me Not. I feel like the high school swim team one will be like lower stakes. Although it does kind of give like Secret Society vibes, which I don't really know how that's gonna work. Oh my god, you guys. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The Touch of a Villain by Holly Renee is 6 books. This is my dilemma. The book on its own would definitely be like less of a doozy. You know what I mean? It'd be a good way to break up the TBR. But then it's another series with 6 books in it. Whereas if I read the Karina Halley book, Ocean of Sin and Starlight, I would be finishing a series. Decisions. Let's just go with the Holly Renee, because I feel like I might want to listen to it on audio too. So at least that gives me another audiobook option. So to do a quick recap of the TBR, we have A Touch of a Villain by Holly Renee for a water setting. We have Forget Me Not by QB Tyler as the same title as the book you've already read. We've got Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover to honor that author pick. We have Let Her Fly, which is from a genre I don't normally read, which is nonfiction, or memoir, I guess I should say. Holding the Reins by Paisley Hope, which is starting a new series. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood for an adaptation. J.R. Ward, Lover Avenged, for a book over 500 pages, even though it's actually over 700. Oh, Lord. Foxglove by Adeline Grace for a one-word title. And then finally, Ward D by Frida McFadden for book club. Okay, this is a very interesting TBR. I feel personally attacked, and I'm gonna need some time to go lick my wounds. Give this video a like, leave a comment down below telling me a book that you are excited to read in the month of April, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see how well my mental state is after I read all these books. I'll see you next time. Bye.